Quick disclaimer here, this will be my last video on femboys. While I don't mind talking about them and will still be in the community, I plan to move forward with different content. Thank you and enjoy.
You guys keep saying cock, but I can't see no cock.
What does it mean to be a femboy? By definition, a femboy is a male whose appearance and behavioral traits are regarded as conventionally feminine. In other words, guys who dress and act feminine. And on the surface level, that would be correct! But in my humble opinion, being a femboy will always be rooted in identity. Most femboys are between the ages of 13 and 19. In Erickson's stages of development, this is a stage where adolescents question their identity, in other words, who they are as a person. If you apply that to the femboy community, it makes perfect sense, as the people in this community are always questioning themselves on gender, sexual orientation, appearance,
or some other third thing.
So, why did I ask that question? Well, simply put, no other community will allow you to express yourself quite like the femboy community. I compare it to being in a safe zone in a video game. Here you're surrounded by people who are in the same boat as you in terms of sex, gender orientation, and appearance. In other words, people that can relate to you. Once you step out of that, you're torn to bits by any other community. This is why you'll see a lot of femboys who closet themselves in public or anywhere else online. However, here they'll go all out. Speaking of which,
when are you two gonna learn that your actions have consequences? Consequences that affect other people, like me!
expressing yourself lewdly online can lead to attention both good and bad. And femboys are no exception. If you're not posting/acting lewd every 5 minutes, people will not give you attention. On the flip side, however, if you end up doing that, you attract a lot of creeps. This is why you'll see a lot of femboys and or other lewd content creators complain about people sending them D-pics or lewd messages, because they assume that's what they're into, which for the most part isn't true. Like I stated previously, the community is about guys who want to express themselves, which actually makes for a good segue. The femboy community's role, in my opinion, is for adolescent men and or women to discover and or express themselves freely. What gets in the way of that is sexualization. Now don't get me wrong, a little lewdness is fine. Hell, who doesn't like lewd?
Am I right, Mom and Dad?
However, it's when you let it get out of hand that the community starts to lose its meaning. A good chunk of people here just want to express themselves without being sexualized, but are forced to fit the mold since that's what the community expects out of you.
Well, I guess you can't beat big business. There's just no room for the little guy.
Trust in yourself and you can achieve anything.
However, despite what I said, I still think that this community is something special. While it has and will continue to have its fair share of problems, I will never forget what it has done for me and the amazing people I've been able to meet. So if you ever find yourself lost and questioning yourself, look no further than the femboy community, because there will never ever be another community like it.
Hey, I love you. Don't ever forget that.